Hi Algebra 2, this is Unit 1, Lesson 2, homework answers. So here we're going to be solving some equations. Again, it should just be a review of stuff that you have done back in algebra. So on A, I have x's on both sides, so I'm going to subtract that 2x from the right. And then I have to get x by itself, so I'll subtract 5. And then again, I got to get x by itself, so I will divide by 5, x equals -8. For B, I'm going to add 7 to both sides. So I have x over 3 equals 2. And then this is x divided by 3, so I will multiply by 3. And whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side, and x equals 6. C, I'm going to be using that distributive property. So 3 times x is 3x, 3 times -1 is -3. The -3 and the 2 can be combined together because they are on the same side. This is an equal sign here in the middle. I'll subtract x. I don't want x's on both sides. I'll add 1. Again, whatever you do to one side, you're always doing to the other side. This is an equation, you have to keep it balanced. And for C, you get x equals 5. So for D, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. I'll use that distributor property. 5 times x is 5x. 5 minus 3 is 15. Now the easiest thing I think is just to throw 1 under there and cross multiply. 5x minus 15 times 1 is just 5x minus 15, and 2 times 15 is 30. I find that easier to do. So I'm adding 15 to both sides, divide by 5, x equals 9. And then just be careful on E, this negative sign is being distributed, so it's really a -1 times 2x is -2x, and -1 times -1 is +1. I'll combine these on this side. X plus x is 2x, 5 minus 6 is -1. Now 4x minus 2x is 2x, so I have 2x plus 1 on the left, and I have 2x minus 1. So if I subtract 2x right here, I basically get 1 equals -1, which is not true. This is inconsistent. There is no solution. Okay, can't be solved. So F, again, I'm going to use a little distributive property right here on the right. Then I'll have to subtract 7. So I have 10x minus 4 over 2 equals 5x minus 2. I'm just going to probably put a 1 under here and cross multiply. 10x minus 4 times 1 is 10x minus 4. And the 2 is being multiplied by that whole thing, so I get 10x minus 4. This is an identity because look at the left and the right. They are exactly the same. Oh, identity. Okay, so basically all values of x will solve that equation. And then G, obviously I'm going to cross multiply. 6 times x is 6x. 18 times 2x. Well, maybe I'll do this so you can see. I'm multiplying 18 times that whole thing. So that gives me 36x plus 90, because I'm distributing that 18 to everything inside. I'll subtract 36x. So that gives me -30x. Normally I bring the smaller thing over to the other side, but if I did that in this case, I'd be left with nothing on the left, and that would not be good. So I have x equals -3. Okay, on the next page, I have 2 more problems. So number 8, when finding the intersection of 2 lines from both Algebra 1 and Geometry, you first set the linear equations equal to each other. Find the intersection point of the 2 lines whose equations are shown below. Be sure to find both the x and the y coordinates. So basically, since y equals 5x plus 1 and y equals 2x minus 11, I can take this 5x plus 1 and I'm sort of substituting it in for y right there because it's equal to y. So all you're doing is you're taking those and you're setting them equal to each other. I'm taking the 5x plus 1 and I'm setting it equal to 2x minus 11. So I will subtract 2x, and then I will subtract 1. And you're just checking your homework. Please make sure that you're trying these on your own. So I get x equals -4. And then I need to take either equation, it doesn't matter which one, and I'm going to solve for y. So now that I know that x is -4, I'm going to plug in a -4 for x, and I get y equal to -19. Okay, and 9, explain why you cannot find the intersection points of the two lines shown below. Give both an algebraic reason and a graphical reason. So an algebraic reason, if I do the same thing that I did up above, y equals 4x plus 1. So in place of this y, I'm going to substitute 4x plus 1. So I'll do the algebraic over here on the left. So I have 4x plus 1 equals 4x plus 10. And basically, you can see already, hopefully, that if you go to solve this, you're left with 1 equals 10. This is inconsistent. That means there is no solution. Now, why is there no solution? If you think back from geometry, if you're looking at these, this, what I'm highlighting, that 4 is their slope. Remember, y equals mx plus b, and m is my slope. So basically, this is my graphical reason. Both lines have the same slope of 4. If we remember lines that have the same slope, that means they're parallel. If they're parallel, then they're obviously never going to intersect. So both lines have the same slope, m equals 4, but different y-intercepts. The lines are parallel. If they're parallel, then that means that they will never intersect. And that makes sense from what we found algebraically. Okay, and that was Unit 1, Lesson 2 homework.